Good morning, Slotheads. How is everybody doing on this fine Saturday morning? Apologies, I did not make a previous post or note. It's been a bit hectic, back and forth, but we're here. We're live. We got the usual suspects minus Pete. Pete's out on business again. That's his busy time, but we got Mr. Raul, who's busy painting, always paying attention, and we have a
You
we
know
have a
what?
guest.
You stop calling me out. Otherwise, I'm going to start on you this
Yeah,
morning. And
you're gonna you're gonna
there's
start on me anyways.
and
And
then
we
no,
got
there's no Pete to save you.
and we have a special guest today, John Erdman, who I had the privilege of racing with at the 3 hour in Michigan. John, how you doing this morning?
Doing good. How about you guys?
Good, good, good. John has a YouTube channel, and he's from Blue Water Raceway. That's
Blue
correct, John.
Water Slot Car Racing.
Blue Water Slot Car Racing. Perfect,
Yep.
perfect. And we're going to
Yep.
talk a bit about his experiences today at the race. We're going to, go over some of that and hear someone else's perspective, and we'll talk about that. What looks like a massive track behind you. I almost didn't believe it. I thought it was like a blue screen, green screen, and that's actually how small John is, guys. John is micro-sized, and that
Yeah.
track is just it's just huge. Let's get to the chat, and then we'll start off. Oh my goodness, what's going on? White Wolf, thank you for being here, buddy. Big Oak Raceways in the house. Toju Slot Car Racing, Metal Dude, thank you for being up so early. You guys caught the notifications. Really appreciate that. Greg from Clearwater 124 is in the house. HSF, how you doing, Brad? Good to see you. Easy E, how you doing, guys? Thank you so much for being here. Mike Choquette's here, another fellow Canadian. Awesome. We've got Litex Slots in the house. Mr. Warren, Slot Car Dude. Awesome Thursday. I have a lot more questions. If you guys haven't seen the Slothead Crew, Slot Car Crew's last podcast, which was on Thursday, go check that out. Very cool stuff. You and Anders opened up some rabbit holes, and I have more questions actually. So that was pretty good. Chris Pazowski's here. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you. And yeah, we're caught up. Awesome, guys. What's going on, John? Welcome.
Thanks for
Raul.
having me today.
Yeah, no problem. Raul, what are you working on? More winged creatures. Awesome. Move out of your face. Okay. So Raul's. Oh, we lost your mic, buddy.
Oh, that's why I got quiet.
I woke
There
up
we
very early today.
You woke up early? Okay, good.
Yes.
So he's on time. Awesome. All right, John, take us through it. You got Blue Water Slot Car Racing. How did
Yep.
this come about? Give us a little bit of history about yourself.
Let's see. My brother-in-law moved up from North Carolina, Asheville area,
Okay.
and he brought a Carrera slot car track with him. He said, "Here, take this. Put this up in your barn out there." I said, "Okay." And then so I set that up, and we went from there and went over to just started checking out the hobby shops around. There wasn't too many around, and we found Cloverleaf.
Okay.
Cloverleaf then threw me on a track when I was out there that day. Take a race around. I'm like, I don't know nothing about soccer. Race it around with us. Take it around, and it was all downhill from there. That's my wife. We took and so I've been racing out there ever since. And then about a year ago, probably right now, I've been racing for about 2 years now, probably.
Mhm.
It's been, and then they about a year ago, the opportunity to buy the track that you see behind me came up, and I bought that from a fellow down at in Mount Clemens. It's about 40 half hour from me, and he had
Now, where are you?
three
Sorry,
tracks.
where are you from again?
St. Clair, Port Huron area, in the Thumb, Michigan.
Michigan. Okay, right on.
Yep,
Right on.
yep. And then so I was looking to see that. I checked out the track and stuff. I said, I think I can fit the small one you got. This was the small track he had out of the two other ones he had. He had
Okay.
4 tracks, and so we took and bought this one, and it fit in the barn. The barn's 46 by 80, and it took up a lot of the barn. It did for sure. Uh, and then we're gonna, as you can see behind me, the wood paneling behind me and the ceiling that's in it now. We're working my way through the barn right now to finish it off. My
Oh
dad
my
built the
god.
barn back in the early mid 80s, probably it was when he built it.
Okay.
and now we're just finishing off the inside. He lives down in Florida full time now.
Can I
So,
can I ask how big that barn is? Because I see a canoe in that corner,
yep,
and
it's 46 by 80.
Yeah, Joe, he just said it.
Yep,
46 by
that's
80 feet.
okay, sorry, yeah, okay, my bad.
yep, 46 by
It
80.
didn't
It's pretty
click.
good size, like I said, and it
That's
takes a
what I
pretty
was
good
thinking.
chunk of the barn up.
No, I'm
Is
just
that
I'm
a
like,
Blue King? Is that a Blue King track?
No, that is a compact hill climb, they call it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably one of the smallest commercial tracks, I think. I mean, for an 8 lane, that's probably one of the smallest ones you could get, just about. Because the footprint is 14 foot by 35 foot. And then I
Oh,
took and if you see the red carpet down below it, there's a deck underneath the whole thing. Usually it sits down about 2 feet lower than that, and there's a deck
I like
underneath it. And
I like the
I
way
have
he casually says it's 14 feet by 35 feet.
30. I'm like 35. I'm like,
uh,
Casually, it's just 35 feet long.
well, when you're talking to King though, when I went and looked at the King, I was like, wow, is that big? It was 25 foot by 50 foot. The
Yeah.
footprint was, and that's just insane. I couldn't believe how big that was. And so this one works good because I can run the 132nd cars on it and the 124 cars, no problem. And you can see in the background back here, I got a friend of mine, Bob Belair, built the garbage truck there. That goes around the track pretty good. And so we do a little bit of everything on here as far as just playing around right now because the barn's not finished yet. So as I finish off the rest of the barn, it'll be all insulated and uh, all the paneling up and everything, and then I can move on to organizing and get the track set up a little bit better. It's going to move down, so you see a projection screen behind me there.
mhm.
That'll be a theater system when we get done, and the TV will be down, or the track will go down just past that screen you see there. It'll be on the other half of the barn. The track will.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that'll give us. Then we'll have a theater seating set up here. We'll call it Bel Air Theater when we're done and dedicated the man that's going to put the speaker system in for me,
Yeah.
and he's going to do that. And then I'm going to have a couple other little slot car tracks up here. I got a loft up here. It's 10 feet wide and 65 feet long. The loft is so
There's a loft
up
on top
top.
in your barn. So are you?
Yeah,
Am I hearing this right? You're dedicating a whole barn to slot cars and like a man cave. It's not a man cave
it's a
anymore.
it's a man cave basically. It's going
It's
to
a
be,
man
yeah.
industry, is what that is. I mean, it's not. That's just a cave. Like it's caves mean
A little
underground.
bit
Small.
bigger than a small cave, maybe. It's
I
taking a
think
lot of work.
I think you can fit an 18. You could probably fit an 18 wheeler in there. No.
Yes. Yes. My dad had built it. It's got 6-inch floors. He had built it so he thought when he retired, he was going to maybe work on the side and he'd be able to pull a crane in here if we wanted to and work on it. And as he
and John's like,
retired, he decided that sounds like too much like work and he just played around instead. So
and, and
he
John's like,
does a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
make
metal
this my
detecting in
playroom.
Florida.
I shall
Yeah.
call you my playroom.
And then, so the loft up there is 10 foot by 65 foot. I'm going to set up I'm going to try and do a drag strip up across there, across the front of that. And like I said, everything we do here is just for fun. It's just fun. Whatever we get together and do, we do. You know, I might hold special events, but right now I don't look at holding any kind of weekly events, especially with working. There's
Oh
no
yeah,
way.
no, good. So
Those
what
guys
do you
put a
do?
lot.
What do you do for work then?
Crane operator,
You're
heavy
crane operator.
equipment.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
And
Oh
then
my goodness.
what else was there?
Well,
Uh,
before we get into that, because trust me, I wrote when we had first spoke, I wrote down
yes.
a couple of things, and I'm still in awe of like everything. Um, what? So we met. I mean, you had texted me well before the race, and we kind of connected. And you were kind enough to offer Warren and I a place to stay and whatnot. And John's really a great guy. One of those guys that you meet in the community, and you're like, oh wow, like makes you appreciate it even that much more. Again, I want to thank you for that, for your hospitality and just meeting. And we met at the 3 Hour Gilmore. Um,
Yes.
you raced. Your team was there. Do you want to talk
Yep.
about? You want to let us know how you felt about the
Yeah.
race? What were your
We
experience?
had uh, we had Chip and Sam Racer X was with us. Both of them built cars. They did the cars for me.
Okay.
and that way I didn't have time as I'm working on the barn, trying to finish the barn. They
Yeah.
did the car setups and everything. Both of them put a lot of time in their cars. They had the cars set up really nice, but we had digital issues as far as it just our chips weren't working. We had a Carrera chip in one of them, and then we did I think it was the S&P chip in the other, and we just fought back and forth on the chips the whole time, and they weren't counting laps and everything else, and the car was being erratic on us and
Hmm.
different things like that. But the cars were set up really nice. They did a good job with the cars. I appreciate all the work and time and money they put into the cars to get them set up the way they did. And we had them running good on the tracks here. And then just the digital end of it, we fought. And we learned a lot, so that was good.
Good.
And
Good.
I think we all had fun. That was the best part of it. We didn't end up finishing the race. Just the car was being too. I was getting frustrated, and the car was being erratic. And then the last time I was on the race, it took off on me and ran a guy off the track. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to wreck other people's cars for racing. Let them race and have fun and be able to not smash up their cars and enjoy the race that way. And we were busy. It was a good time. Did a lot of setup on for getting the car set up. I was there early with I took the fifth wheel out and stayed out there for the weekend.
Yeah.
So I was helping Oliver, Professor Motor there. He did a great job out there on it. It was a big track. It's a lot of fun. Track was. So I was helping him set up on that when he got there. I was there Friday morning. I got there and set up camp and everything. There's a
Okay.
really nice place out there, you guys.
Oh,
They
it
got
was, yeah, it was fantastic, that
great.
place.
They got a campsite set up out there. I think they have like 30 or 40 campsites they can do with hookups. And as far as electric goes, they have limited amount of hookups, but you can stay out there while you're at your camper and then you can race for the weekend. We do
That's
another
fantastic.
time, which I'd like to do another time out there.
Yeah. No, for sure. I like to do some time on that track.
Yeah. Mine, you guys are always welcome. It's
Because
open.
you do have a Carrera digital track though at your place.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do. It's in the other part of the barn.
There's sections
Uh,
of this barn.
yeah. It's got quite a few sections in here.
Oh
So,
man. Oh,
um,
that's fantastic. So which one, like, as far as the wood track, obviously, you love slot cars and whatnot. I mean, I'm not going to question anybody who puts a wood track. So it's not a king size.
oh,
What do they call it then? Sorry, you said it before. It's a queen
a
or it's a
compact hill
compact
climb.
compact hill climb. Okay,
Yep.
compact at
Yep.
35 feet, Joel.
Yeah.
Bring that
Yep.
to a show.
I mean, commercial track, right?
Yeah,
Commercial.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. It's compact commercial size. Yes.
commercial needs space. So
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And the 8 lanes is, I've seen a lot of nice 4 lanes now that I've come across. Don Alexander's got a really nice one. So we started up East Side Underground Slot Car group on Facebook so that the groups in Michigan that are from the east side, from the Thumb area and Detroit area, can put their tracks out there and get an idea what they're doing for local people that we might be able to race on their tracks with them. Um, so we're kind of doing that. I see Warren there.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's loving that. That's for
yeah.
sure.
And then so we'll get that so that people can know where we can race. Like Warren's not far from me. I don't think he's an hour and 20 minutes even. I think he's less than that because Detroit's only 45 minutes to my house. So
Okay.
um, we can always race to go over there too sometime and catch up with him. But if we can get the tracks together like that and put them on a list of grouping like that, then we can share. Even if we do just one race a month at somebody's house or something, it adds up pretty quick. If you get 3 or 4 racers, that's 4 times a month right there,
Yeah.
4 tracks. And there's no more commercial tracks except for Cloverleaf right now, uh, that you can go and race on openly like that without an invitation privately. They're all basement tracks and different things and
Okay.
barn tracks, obviously barn tracks.
So you eventually want to open up your track to just competition, public, or
We'll
friends and
do.
family?
I don't know if I do public necessarily. If they
Mhm.
know me or if they want to come up and race, they can just give me a shout and come
Mhm.
on up. And I got time. It's right now, like I said, it's in the process of finishing it. So we've been racing every Sunday, and I just kind of got to back off a little bit so I can get the barn done because winter's coming fast on us,
Yeah, no kidding.
and get it insulated and get everything hooked up for the heat and the air conditioning all hooked up for it. So.
Oh, right on. I think we put together some photos. Take us through these photos. I
Yep.
think because how long did it take you to actually put this together? This whole track.
I'm gonna say probably about just to do the track was probably 5 months, I'm gonna say,
Sorry,
because
guys.
yeah, about 5 months on the track itself for
Wow.
the timeline as far as start to finish putting it together. Um,
Okay.
that was
So,
also working on the barn too in between. So I had to do part of the barn, like you see there. That's only a portion of the barn done right there
mhm.
in that picture. So I was trying to get enough barn done so it'd be insulated, and then I dropped the tarp down halfway through the barn through the winter so I could keep working on the tarp and heat this half of the barn so I could keep painting and stuff on it.
How do
And
you? Okay, so it's raised. Do you? Is there because I see that chair in that corner. You can see the part that goes underneath. That's a pretty smart way to save some space.
yeah, so I got
It-
a
yeah.
there's a deck underneath it.
Uh-huh.
And it's on casters. I got probably 15 casters underneath there. And my brother-in-law's pool he tore down, so I brought the pool deck over and brought it in the barn, put it all back together inside the barn here, so that I could move the slot car track. So I set it up on there, and
How high up is this picture? Like, are you on the mezzanine when taking this picture?
oh, there, that might be the man lift from that picture.
Oh, okay, okay.
Got to have a man lift. The ceilings are 16 feet tall.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, so
so
here,
yeah,
yeah. So this is when you first got the track?
yep, and you can see the barn wasn't finished, so I started putting it together, and then I had to. They said I got thinking about it. I says I got to build some sort of stand for this to sit on because I know I have to move it around in the barn because I do parties out here. We'll throw parties and stuff and that, and I want to be able to put one end down at the other end, or the other, put it in the corner if I want to and use it, or move it down and set up a great big plastic track at this end for digital racing. I can
Yeah.
then too. I think I've moved it like 5 times already since I put it on the tracks on the
Okay, so
wheels.
it came in sections like that. Okay.
Yep, yep. Brought it in a trailer and
So you
disassembled
could
it. It was up in an attic at the guy's uh, auto shop, repair shop. It was up in an attic. All four of these tracks where he had up there.
okay. Oh, I see. Okay, there is space. That's cool. There's a person there, and I guess they're
Yep,
installing the lights.
yep. Yeah, there'll be. I can move it out during the races. I can move it down. I can move it anywhere we want, and it runs off a battery, a 12-volt battery. This one does. I mean, for now, anyways. I
Okay.
kind of liking it though. It's running 13.8 volts off the battery with high amps, so you can run any car you want on it. Uh,
Oh,
some
that's
people
great.
say, some people say you can't run the 132nd cars; it'll burn them up or something. But I don't know. I've been running them for 6 months to a year almost now on it, and I haven't had no issues. As you can see
You're
there
getting
in that
13. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
in that picture there, I taped each one of those lines. I ran tape all the way around on each side of the groove there. And then I would go through and paint all the center lines down through like that. The taping took me a very long time.
No kidding. Okay, so all those lanes color you did.
Yes. And I sanded the whole top deck down, just a micro sand on it. I just took because it was a glued track at one time. So I
Okay.
took it had it like because it had been sitting so long, it created like a crusty glue layer over top. And I tried scrubbing it and cleaning it and everything else. I couldn't get it. So I ended up sanding just a micro layer off of it, just enough. And it didn't hardly even take the paint off the lines. And then I took and sanded the whole thing down as I went along. And then after I got done, I started assembling it like there, like you see it. And then I went through
Mm.
and taped all the lanes like that. And then I go through and with a little tiny painter's brush and paint all the lines all the way down through.
This
Labor
is
of love.
yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Are you getting 13? So you were talking about the voltage to the track. Are you getting 13 at the rails?
I haven't tried that. It's got to be pretty close because it's pretty hopped up with the motor when you put a car on it. She goes pretty quick out there.
Okay.
So I'd say it's probably not. I could test it. So now you got me saying I'll check it and send
Oh
you
no,
a
I was
text
just
or
curious
send it
because I know the
sometime.
batteries are putting out 13, but technically when you get to the track, there's always a little bit of resistance, even for the
It
Carrera track, right?
it's
So
got higher amps too. It's only got one. I got one
oh,
jumper going across the whole track, and the battery runs the whole track like that on eight
that is
lanes.
that is fantastic.
So
Oh,
that
here,
part's
here's a
kind of
closer.
fascinating.
Yeah, here's a closer look at the. So did you have to replace any of the braid?
So I took all
Looks a
the
little
braid
beat up.
off of it.
Okay.
And then you see where I stripped it all out, cleaned all the slots and everything out really good. And then I took and I thought I was gonna have to get all new braid for it because I just pulled it all up. I just started yanking on it, pulling and pulling. I didn't know what I was doing. Never done a track in my life. And I got to know more people, and more people said, and John Allard had said, "Hey, you don't throw don't throw that braid out. You can reuse it." I'm like, "Oh, it's all old. It's had staples in it and everything else. It's just old." I'm like, you can't reuse. He says, you can't hurt that braid. I'm like, all right, I'll try it. So I took piece of drag strip track that I got from the guy. It was just a board, long board. And I laid out every piece of that stuff, and I'd restring it all out. It was in a great big wadded up bundle, and when I took it all off. So I started piece by piece pulling it all out, sticking it on a track, and then I'd lay it down flat, and then I'd take contact cement on that side and contact cement and put it on the track itself, and
Mhm.
then I'd start laying it all back down. So I ended up only have to order 500 feet of braid to do the whole track. I was able to reuse that much of it.
Oh, just okay. Sorry, guys. I've been working the slideshow. I haven't been paying attention to the chat. I'm just gonna double check. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Reruns in the house. Good to see you. Easy E. Oscar Slot Cars. Hey Dan, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Okay, so Slot Car Dude has a question. I had a funny feeling. uh, he wants to know, where is it here? What tires do you run on that track?
Okay, so that's a good question. I use Quick Slicks silicones. I like my silicones. They run great on the track. They hold the track, and they also work on my Carrera track really well. Sorry, guys. I know. Shake your head. That's okay. Some of us haven't
Silicone wins
discovered the
it
fact
for
that
the
silicones work great.
commercial track.
Uh,
Silicone
um,
is the best.
and,
Thank
and,
you.
and I got guys. So okay, here's what I did. I've got 2 lanes. The first 2 lanes, I've allowed to put some glue down on the red and white lane. I allowed some gluing on it, just to try it. I didn't want to. I wasn't going to, but it kind of diversifies people so that they can run any car they want basically now. But the first red and white lane you see there, as the white lane's got a little bit of glue and it's just in the corners mostly, and then it just drags it around so it's not spreading throughout the whole track. Um, the green, orange, blue, yellow, and black and purple lanes are all silicone lanes. And
Okay.
I've got a couple guys that run, a lot of guys, they'll run the flexis with silicone on them,
Hmm.
and they're pretty darn quick around there with the silicones. They hold the track really well. But I had to get a layer of silicone. I had to get it built up on there, the silicone order. When I first did the sanding and put it down, it was like ice skating on rails, just ice skating everywhere. And uh, once I got about 100 laps on each lane, the silicone started sticking to the track a little bit, and then she started ripping around there pretty good. I guess that's the same with rubber too, the same way. And then I
Okay.
found with the glue though. Now some people, we were talking to Jim Cunningham. He uses glue on his Carrera tracks too when he goes out for Nomad racing,
Yeah.
and it's easier with the glue down. He can run any tire he wants on it. Then basically, is what it sounds like. And he said, what's nice about it is he doesn't have to worry about the dust when he's traveling on the tracks. He doesn't like silicone. You got to keep the track really clean for silicone.
Yeah. That was a different plus because I had a chance to talk with Jim for a bit, and we were talking about that too. And I'm like, yeah, but I got the silicone, so there's nothing coming off the silicone. So, but he's like, no, he goes, you want to put a little bit of, you don't put it as aggressively. He goes, you go even lighter, but you keep it for the anti-static, that
Yes.
track honey that he sells, whatever. So that combination that he has, of, I guess it's like glue. What is it? Some sort of,
It's
like,
like Coleman's lantern fluid and
yeah, like
a
some
glue.
naphtha or
Yeah.
something, and
Yep.
that, like,
NAFTA. Yep.
that proper mix. And I think, even Nico and I were actually talking about that this week about, he had set up some friends tracks or sister's tracks. So he's got a really good story about that. And then, so you're saying that you only told him to put it in the corners so then the car will just clean
It'll
it.
drag it around a little bit and it'll spread it still, but it's not a heavy glue that way.
Okay.
And I don't want it going on the other tracks. I want to keep the silicone available because there's a lot of people run silicone here in Michigan, a lot.
Okay. So,
Um,
so you're not putting any glue on the silicone part.
nope, nope. That's all on the silicone. On the other 6 lanes is all silicone run, and then the first 2 lanes You can run a glue on it if they want to run their because they'll run foamies on that and the foam tires with the glue on it. That thing, when you put a flexi on that, it's a like 2 seconds. You're around that whole track when they run that around there.
Are you mobile? Are we able to see the track? Is it,
See it? You want me to move it around a little so you can see it better?
can you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let's get, I want to see those lines. I want to see the red and white, those dirty, show us first those dirty lanes and then show us the
All
nice
right.
clean lanes. Raul's like, oh, look
Oh
at
So
my!
you see that's the glued lanes, the red and white one there.
that. Okay. Hold on. I'm going
You
to make
s-
you, Go back to studio mode, and then we'll go dynamic. There we go.
There you go. So you can see the white lane here. That's the glued lane. Just you can feel it. It's just a little bit of. It's almost like a wax on it, real thin layer. And
Gross.
then as you go across, you can just see. You know if you can see them real well. You can just see the silicone laid down next to the yellow lane there, and that'll be the silicone lanes there.
Okay.
And the silicone sticks, like I said, I'm real happy with the quick slicks. They run really well on this track. And then I'll run like some of the cars I got a silicone mix, like we'll do on the foam tires. We'll do, I think this car here has it. Those have been coated with a silicone. It's a weather stripping windshield silicone,
Okay.
and you rub them on and you get them smoothed out on your tires, and you can make your foam tires into a silicone tire that way. And I've run like the Corvette you see right there. That one's got all silicone tires on it, but I'll run that on the glued lane, and it rips around there pretty good. Let's see. I'll see if I can run it for you a little bit.
Oh, that's
And
fantastic.
the garbage truck, of course. Got to have a garbage truck. There's the bet.
So hold on a second. Sorry, I was just double checking to make sure that the audio was coming through. So your silicone is actually laying down.
It is leaving a residue because I've had nothing else but silicone on this track. And when I first put the wood down, when I first sanded it and cleaned it up and got it running, it was like a sheet of ice out here when I first started running the silicones. They were garbage. I'm like, I can't run them. What am I gonna do with this thing? It ain't running for nothing. And then I put about 100 laps on each lane. And as you go along, let's see, get out of the shadow a little.
That's okay.
Do you see those lanes right there?
Yeah.
Lines? That's silicone as far as I'm concerned. People say you can't leave silicone residue behind, but I'm telling you that there's nothing else that's been on this track but silicones, and that's got to be silicone. And once I did 100 laps in each lane, they started gripping really well then. And then the only problem with the silicones is if it's dirty and dusty at all in here, you have to go until you get your track clean. And
Yeah.
then like it'll take 10 laps sometimes to get you, and then cleaning the tires every lap, clean your tires for 10 laps. Then once it's clean, it's fine. It doesn't affect it.
Yeah, and I think that's why um Jim was talking about that. He was saying, "Oh, by the time the person has to come into the track and you're showing somebody a track for the first time, you're kind of their introductory is, oh, you got to clean this, you got to clean it, you got to clean it all the time." So he was like, he wanted to create something that you could just put on the track and just go.
Yep.
So yeah,
And that's
I
what
mean,
that's what I was talking to Jim about. The same
that's
thing.
awesome.
That's why I learned a lot from him that weekend.
Yeah,
Got
I
a
know.
lot of guys. A lot of guys have been doing this for a lot of years, a lot more years than I've ever dreamed of. The guy's been doing this longer than I've been alive.
I think Nico's squirming here. He's like, why would God create foam tires if you cover them with silicone?
They
It's
grab
because
really
God makes
good.
mistakes, Nico. God sometimes also makes no. I'm just kidding.
The silicone you covers work really good on it though. It runs super good when you silicone the foamies.
I think they're great
And
because they're
and you'll see a lot of them do that around here. I'm trying to find some other cars that got it.
oh
Where'd I
my
put them?
goodness. You gotta show us that dump truck. Is that an actual slot car?
Yep.
Slot truck?
So,
Get out of here.
yep. My friend Bob Belair built that one.
Oh
Used
man.
all the chassis, and then it lights up with the lights. Everything worked.
you got a you get a construction series going. Not a constructor, but a construction series.
Yeah, it's true. It dumps. In case you want to dump your garbage out, dump a car out the back.
Oh, there you go. Mike's asking, is that a 55 Chevy?
Yeah, that's one I built. Actually, I've got so I went to an estate sale and I picked up these cars. There's one there, and there's just model cars. And the guy loved to paint, and he was
Oh
into
wow.
paint. And this is what he did: he'd paint them, and then he'd leave them all like this. He never quite finished them, but he loved to paint. I think it was this thing, and I got probably 30, 40 cars like that. And so I told the lady what I was going to do. I'm going to make him into slot cars, and I was going to put his name and stuff and dedicate the cars that I build to him for the cars. And I sent her the car. She loved seeing the car after it was built. So I
Mhm.
took and I 3D printed the chassis and I magnetized. Whoop, lost you there. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
There it goes. Must have hit a button. So that's a STL file I got for free off of it might have been on Bamboo sites. One of the guy, I don't know the guy's name that did the STL file, but he did a really nice job on it. And
Yeah.
I
Oh
just
my.
put the magnets on it, the motor, everything bolted right in, really nice. It'll fits the
Oh wow.
124s. Certain ones perfect. I'm gonna remodify some of them, get them to fit the right size. You see it under the hood here. Got to have the whole thing going.
Oh, man, get the. Oh, that's fantastic. Good luck today, rerun. Have fun.
Is he
They're-
racing today?
Yeah, they're going back to Gilmore.
Oh, cool. I
I
want
like
to go
how you
back out
guys
there.
have that as like your backyard to be like, yeah, I'm just going to the Gilmore today. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, this is super cool, dude.
And
Thanks
then
for sharing that.
here's the chassis. Let's see. Here's the 3D chassis that I printed. I don't charge nothing. I just give it to the guys and they come up and they're all building cars with them now. Nothing fancy, just easy. Printed on my Bamboo Mini.
Okay,
Simple little thing.
you got okay. You got a bamboo, nice. And that's I mean, is Greg still on the chat? Are you seeing this, Greg? Got a 3D printer. You can get a nice 3D print chassis for all your scratch builds.
For STLs, yeah, and they said they're just pennies. To say the guy did all the work for it, so it'll come out really nice.
Oh,
Here's one
sweet.
of the WOMP. Here's one of the I don't know a lot of people. Here's one of the WOMP chassis. One of the metal chassis that we got out here, which should be under something like this. This is
It's called a WAP chassis.
WOMP.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yep. Car like that.
Oh, cool. Like an old
And
Legends.
that would be up like an old Legends. And then got these ones here.
Oh man.
That one there. Them are fast cars there. And then I got a Flexi here. These are called Flexis. And got a lot of different styles of cars.
Harry's in the house. Harry, you're not late. I didn't make the notification. I didn't make the post. I apologize, everybody. I see we got a full house again. It's my bad. Again, apologies. But thank you for being here, Harry. Greatly appreciate it.
That one there, that one's really fast. There's a
No
history behind
kidding.
that one, I'll tell you. That as they drive along, the wings push out like that, the wing car, and it pushes it down. It's super light. There's hardly any weight to them. And then as it's driving along, it pushes the wind pushes down and forces the car right to plants it right to the track as you're racing around. That's old school stuff.
My
That
goodness.
that one there came from a guy by the name of Bill Hobart. He's pretty older guy. Um, and I had bought his stuff from him. This is his.
Wow.
This is one of his boxes he had, and he had it stored. He raced in 1969. I had him sign it and everything. 1969 to 1973, he raced at White Circle Raceway, and in Detroit. And this is one of the two boxes I got from him, and I just keep it I'm gonna keep it on a display case out here for it, and just keep it as a souvenir, like a little
Oh,
museum
just the history of it
stuff.
is fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
yep.
just
I mean, they got everything you can think of in there. He was so organized. Like I got to get organized someday like that. You can see his tires. They were pretty good. Oh, sorry, I keep doing that, guys. Maybe the battery's going dead.
it's all good. Is the Nico's asking, so he's like, do you drive the Flexis with sillies?
Ah, no, they're foamies, and then most of that's just foam up only on those. Then
Okay, Nico, you
they put a
can.
little glue on them, make them feel better.
Yeah, there you go. It'll feel better. Can you give us a demonstration? Can you rip one of the cars around the track, or
Yeah, yeah. Which one do you guys want to see?
I'll let the chat, whoever answers first. But in the meantime, you just have a car battery. Can you show us that setup? How this track
Yeah,
is, how that works?
underneath here, I got
Sorry,
all the
I'm
NSR
making you
stuff.
work. I'm like, show me
You're
this.
cool. No, that's good. So you see underneath there, it's just got a charger to it, and it's all wired in.
Oh wow, okay. And then you just charge that battery every once a month or something, or
No, I got it pretty much charging all the time.
Oh, it's a trickle charger. Okay, yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
trickle charger on it. Yep, I keep it that way. And then these here, my brother-in-law 3D printed the seats for your car for your cell phone to sit on.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's pretty smart.
Those you get those off the files off SELs too. And then he did a lot. We play around with quite a bit of printing. These are some of the files we got offline. That was 3D printed.
That's so cool. There was
And
like
of
a
course,
switch box.
oh yes. Okay, so
Okay, yeah,
back in
sorry.
the day, they did timers for when you were doing your slot cars. You'd have races, but they'd have timers on it for you were allowed up to 60 minutes on a track. So they'd set their timers on that bottom one down there, the Scorpion.
Okay.
They'd set the timers on that for 60 minutes, and then when that timer went off, it would shut your track off. And then you'd have to pay for another $8 or whatever they charge for their tracks for
Chris
their
Traeger's
track
in the house.
usage. Yep.
How you
And then
doing,
up
Chris?
top there, that one there is a voltage, like a voltage regulator.
Okay.
So they'd hook that up to the battery and everything. And then that would be on each lane, and then they could slow it down for the kids, just like Carrera does. But this, you're talking back in the 60s and 70s, a lot of that was.
Oh, so you could potentially bring your lanes back down to 12 volts
Or less. Yeah.
or
Yep.
less,
With
yeah.
that. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, eventually I'll probably go and get, I kind of like the batteries, though, kind of handy. If electricity goes out, I still get to play with slot cars.
All right. So you
And
guys
then,
haven't chosen any cars. I don't see any. No one wants to see any car on the. Okay, pick your favorite car then. I mean,
all right, I'm going to grab the 55 because it's kind of cool.
yeah.
This one here. I'm running on the glue lane right now just because it's easier. I don't have to worry about flying off. It's easier.
Oh, it's a bank curve at the end too. Look at that.
Yep.
Oh, so you got good
I actually
visibility under the
lowered that
bridge.
bank. When I got it, that bank was way steeper than that even. But
Oh,
the
really?
cars were falling off. It was so steep. So I had to
Oh.
switch that because I mean it was super steep. I lowered it probably 6 inches the whole thing. See if the
Nico's like, drive the Flexi, drive the Flexi.
I can try it. Let's see if it'll. I haven't driven that one even. I don't even know if it'll run.
Okay,
I think the tires are.
let's try to get
That's
some
one of the
times
old
here.
ones. So the tires are like rocks.
Saturday morning cartoons. We got our first time trial with the Flexi. This is
I
a
don't know if
first
that'll
for us.
work. Oh, it's running the wrong way on that one. All right, let me run one of the other one. This is similar to a Flexi. This one here. It's got a similar chassis on it.
Okay.
Run this one a little bit. I can't even keep a cam picture on it.
No, that's all right. Don't.
If you guys sit. Can you guys hear it? Probably not.
A little bit, yeah. Oh, look at
Uh,
that. Correct. Well, nice recovery.
I say in that steep bank, you gotta. It's steep over there. It used to be really. I said it was another 6 inches higher than that on the bank over there, and you had to really make it around the corner. You had to keep it cranking. All right, here we'll run the. Everybody's got
Okay,
to see you.
we'll do the dump truck and then we'll.
Oh, she's tippy though.
Well, that is fantastic.
Might lose it on the bank. Oh, I kept it on.
Almost.
Oh, we went down. Uh,
That's great.
and then the other cars were on the 132nd cars. Those were the 124 cars there.
Okay.
That one, the truck was really big.
What kind of
Um,
controllers are you running?
okay, so I have a DeFalco. This is the 201.
Okay.
I use that one because that one's got the bigger heat sink on it for running any of the cars with a 2-finger controller. I just had Jim redo those. Do those. I bought that one recently, and then he redid my old one I had too. This is the 302, I believe.
Redid it like put
He
new
he
parts
he
on it, or?
completely went through and like this was an old one. It needed some
Mhm.
work. He went through and did the whole thing, all brand new, everything inside and everything for me, new case on it and everything. Um, it was by the time we got done, he's like, "I wish I'd have known. We just bought you a new one instead."
Oh,
And then I use the DS too. The
oh, okay.
DS is really nice too. I like that on the 132 cars, and it's got a 124 button on it, but I don't know how well. I don't know. Don't have a. They say it's supposed to work real good. I know the DeFalcos are bulletproof, and then you got some Parma controllers, some old ones.
Okay. Chris, oh, nice. I'm gonna get to that question. I'm gonna ask you about the controllers. But we got a question here from Chris
Mhm.
Frater. He's asking, is the track a saved commercial track or a new build?
This is a saved commercial track. It was
Yeah.
from Ogilvy. He built it in 1990, and then from there he built it for a guy who was a drag strip racer back in the day. He used to a professional drag strip racer. He built it so the guy put it in his barn back then, so that when his guys came over to work on his cars, his dragsters, they'd have something to race while they were there. So he built it for them, and then from there it went to uh, Don Alexander for Motor City Raceway. They he bought the track and had it for quite a few years, and this was all started in the 90s. um, Don had it, and he had a couple different hobby shops around. He was running in Detroit here, in on the like the Macomb area, 16-mile area is kind of up a little north of Detroit. He bought it, and I just found that out. I just found out all the history of it just recently because I just ran into Don online, and we've been racing together now. He comes to my house to race, and I go to his house to race. I got a race with him today. We're gonna go race. Um,
Oh,
and
fantastic.
then so he bought the track then after he was the second owner, and then from there he sold it to Joe Dumar's Field House. He would have been a third owner of it in the mid 90s, late 90s probably. I think it was maybe even the early 2000s even. And then from there it went to a guy that had, I forgot his name. I'll figure his name out someday again. I got his numbers and stuff. He bought it and put it in his personal collection of tracks at his stop where he does automotive repair, auto body repair shop he had, and he put them up in his attic. He had four of them up there, and then from there I bought it, so I am the fourth owner.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yep, yep. And then I so
That's
that's
so
on
great.
and I could have painted the sides and everything, but it's got all the dings and marks and stuff on it.
Yeah, I
I
know. It
wanted to
looks
keep it
classy.
all
Yeah, yeah.
original. It's just as much as I could have kept it all, even on the sides. I didn't. The only thing I did was resand, and I didn't even take all the paint off. I just took a real light layer off of the top of it so that it would clean it back up again, so it'd be fresh again. And then I
Oh,
was
no.
able to just, yeah, yep.
Oh no, it looks great. We had some questions. So one, Nico, thanks for hanging out. Have a great day. Mike saying he can't take his eyes off the 55. We got Ad that just showed up. Thank you so much for being here. Doug's in the house. Didn't know this was on this morning. Again, I apologize. I didn't have a chance to make the post. Clearly, the posts work, so that's a good proof. Sorry about that, Doug, but thank you for being here. We're talking with John from Michigan, from Blue Water Raceways. He's showing us his massive commercial track in his I think Todd was calling it a man's warehouse, which is awesome. Kind of like a huge man cave, and we're just having some fun racing and learning the history about this track. Just trying to catch these guys up, for all the new guys who are popping in. Like I said, we're a full house now. Yeah, the 55, and I think Chris Frater again had a question. Is that a 3D printed case for that controller?
Yes, yes. One of the guys at Cloverleaf, he prints them on the side, and yeah, I'll show it to you. Actually, a really nice case, and he charges only like I don't even think it was $5 even for it. Um, does a real good job with it.
And which one's your preferred controller? Because I've had the experience. I mean,
See, I like both of them.
Raul, what was the controller you lent me? Was it the Falco, I believe, right? You know the model? 504, 502. Okay, so how does that? What's the difference, John, for the 502? And you have a 503,
I have a 201. That's this
201.
one here.
Okay, okay,
That's that one, and that's got it like a bigger heat sink in it.
okay.
It disperses the heat, so it'll run 124 cars better.
Oh, okay, okay,
They
okay.
even have bigger ones because the voltage on the 124 cars are it's so high. They're different than the new cars have different motors in them. I'm not familiar with all the different motor stuff, but um, what I'm learning. And then this one here is a 302 with the three knob controller on it. That one's been a good controller. Um, so it varies because I like the DS on one of the tracks at Cloverleaf has two tracks. One of the
Okay.
smaller tracks, I use one controller on one track, and then I'll go back to the other controller and run that one on the bigger track. You know, they both are very good controllers. I like the two finger controller. I got two fingers put on both of the Falcos, so I really like that part. real handy. Nice. He put them on for me. Jim did a really good job with them. Talked to me. I mean, I called him. He talked to me in person. That's pretty good. I mean, he's talking. I don't know how many people he gets, but he stopped. Took his time to talk to me and what I was doing with the tracks. And being that I was a home track owner, he was able to sell directly to me because of the track I have here. Otherwise, I would have went through Cloverleaf. And I was just trying to get an idea, and I would have went through Cloverleaf. It's not a problem. I buy most of my stuff from Cloverleaf when I can. Good shout out to them. Mike Stott's out there. He does a good job. He's
Yeah,
always fair on his prices.
no, of course.
Appreciate what he does out there. It's a lot of time, I know. That go, and he works full time too. It's not like it's his full time job doing a hobby shop, you know. So,
No,
um,
that's it.
so I can understand just the work that I put into this. And he's built a couple of the tracks out there too that they got, and they've had in the past, anyways. So I know the time that he's put in it. I love, yeah, that they have for the slot car community is pretty amazing. The whole group out there, I do.
Oh no, that's
And then,
awesome. That's awesome. And
and
then yeah, because
oh,
those 3D print things, I think a lot of people with their DeFalcos appreciate that because they're always worried about nicking the. Oh, that's you got the spark plug. So cool.
yep.
Yeah, so the 3D print over the DeFalcos, I think anybody who's got a analog controller can appreciate the protection that gives, right?
Oh, it helps a lot. Yes, absolutely. That was a big thing I wanted it for was I was afraid to drop it. And I've dropped it a couple times already and it saves from smashing that controller top
Oh
off of
yeah,
it
you pay so
for
much for
sure.
those controllers. Are you have you seen the new triples at all?
No, not
Okay,
at all.
from Frankenslot. That's the one I'm interested in. Is
Oh,
the um because I mean I'm running digital track, so
yep,
Frankenslot for me is my controller of choice. I have a True
yep.
Speed. I've never tried a Ramjet, but I mean, people say they're pretty similar. I prefer the Frankenslot in itself, and then now the new triple is coming out, and you can buy that extra box that Jim Cunningham and Warren has um, access to. So you have a Frankenstein controller. Warren can talk more about this, and this is what I'm excited about. You can turn that digital controller into an analog controller. So I was
That's
wondering,
nice.
yeah, I was wondering if you were that way you can just go back and forth, and not only that, you can make that you can keep it wireless. You still don't have
Right,
to be tethered to the track.
right,
It's
right.
analog, and I
So
thought that
I
was
got the Carrera
very neat.
track, the same idea. Yep. And they
Okay.
said that's the reason why I put this on wheels. So if we want to hold any kind of events or something, we can hold them at the barn here. I'll just slide the wood track down if they want to do a digital track like race like we did out there.
Mhm.
But as you got to admit, Gilmore is pretty cool though, with all the cars and stuff around that we were able to see. That
Oh
was a
no,
lot of fun.
that was fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, you got this track is um what's going on? Let me just check the who's young. It's 35 feet long, guys. 35 feet by how 12 wide? You said no by.
14 feet wide by 35 feet. I'll give you an overview from the top. I can. I'll
Oh,
go up on the
okay.
man lift.
Don't yeah. Don't-
I'll go up on the man lift. You guys can see it a little bit different from the top side.
I have mats under the yeah. Chris Frater saying he has mats under his area because he's dropped his controller a few times. I was so
Yep.
nervous. I mean, when Raul lent me that controller, and I went to Ernie's Scale Slot Racing, and when I met up with Warren, but the difference those controllers make that you can really feel on an analog track, even compared to digital, I have to say, is just like it's like your hand. It's like literally an extension of your hand. If anybody hasn't tried analog or felt an analog controller, I mean, just be nice to somebody who. Oh my, look at that view, helicopter view. Everyone's saying hi to Raul because everyone who came in was coming on the big screen, and people didn't realize Raul was on the live.
Famous, you know.
I'm here. Yeah.
That's a great view from there. Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. So I guess you could have like your spectators up there overviewing
Yeah.
and moderating
Yeah,
the.
well, it's nice. You can sit up in the loft and look down on it too. I'm in the man basket right now.
Oh, okay, that's not even the loft part. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everyone say hi. I'll go back to the big view, and then we'll go here, and then there we go. Transition back. Look at
Oops,
that.
sorry.
That's okay.
There we go.
That is great.
Gimbal jumps on me once in a while. Oh, probably the battery's starting to flash. That's probably why.
Oh, okay. Okay. We can
That's why it keeps me a little steadier, especially bouncing around on you guys.
okay, just the gimbal's going, not the
Yeah, no, the phone's good. Nope, good on the phone and everything else. Just the gimbal.
Okay. Well, we'll get you back. We'll get you back on oh, there he goes, coming down.
And
Dude,
we're done.
you got so many cool toys.
The only way I would have been able to do this barn up here is by that. Just putting that steel up on the ceiling. What a bear.
Oh, I can't even
So
imagine.
yeah. If
Can
it
we
wouldn't
see
have
your
been for the barn, the barn wasn't full of stuff when I started, I could have hired somebody to do it.
Oh
But
yeah.
it was
Forget
just
about
so
it.
much, so much stuff I had to move to get to that point. I mean, you're
You know,
talking.
I haven't cut my grass in 2 weeks, and I'm dreading doing that. I can't even imagine having a barn to mess with. But then again, I mean, I'd have motivation if I had a track like that in there. That's for sure. Look at that
It
carpet. Look at
helps.
that sweet carpet. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the you can see down here. I'll show you a little bit. See the casters under there.
Oh, sweet. What? How heavy is that? What rating casters did you have to put on there?
I don't know, I just found some great big ones at Lowe's and put them under there, and I put like 15 of them under there so they wouldn't do anything. Roll's good. It might go bad
Um,
after a while. I don't know, but at least I get it around. I got a electric winch that I got D rings hooked up around the edge of the barn all the way around,
mhm.
so I can take the electric winch and hook it to anywhere in the barn and drag it from one end of the barn to the other with the D rings. And they
Oh, that's
got
really cool. So we've got a question from Big Oak. He's asking if you know what the track, what the lane lengths are by chance.
135 feet, I believe. Let me take this off. You have to do it. Hold on, sorry.
It's okay.
There we go. Get my fingers out of the way. 135 feet each lane, roughly.
135 feet. That's fantastic. We have another question from Rerun Racers here from Ryan. John, what do you use the projector for? Displaying fast laps or other racing software?
Well, I got, if you see right there, the little black, well, not a little TV, that's a 55-inch TV right there in the middle of the track. And the black one you see there, that'll be for display everything you want on it. And then the projector screen, if we want to display it later, but the track's going to get moved down. And then right in front of the projector screen right here, we'll have a theater system set up. And then we'll have speakers all the way around the whole thing and all set up that way. And then if we want to set up a plastic track at this end or throw a party at this end, we can. And then these are bowling alleys over here. These will be set up like I did here in this corner.
What are bowling alley? Oh, the shelves are bowling. Our old bowling
Yeah,
alley.
these right here are all bowling alleys. They were.
That's
And I
fantastic.
cut them in half.
Would
And then I
would it
put them
be
up like that.
okay? Sorry, I got Chris here. He's asking a question. He's like,
Yeah.
Chris wants to know if it's possible to get in contact with you for those covers, those 3D print covers for the Falco.
Cloverleaf has them. If he calls Cloverleaf,
Okay,
he'll know who to get in contact with them for sure.
okay, there you go.
I don't sell them. I know he's got them for me.
Okay,
And the guy there makes them, and he sells them. Like I said, I think they're under $5. But boy,
there
they're
you go.
handy though. And
Yeah,
then
sorry, I missed that question, Chris. I apologize.
I double-sided sticky tape it down here at the bottom right there, so
There
that
you
holds
go.
it on there. But you can still take it off, and it will take a hit pretty hard. I've dropped it down on the concrete already and not broke them.
Can you demonstrate from like the mezzanine? No, I'm kidding.
No. Good one though. So the bowling alleys I got out of Detroit. Here's the bowling alleys in full width of them, and then I cut them in half,
That's crazy, dude. A lot
and
of
then I'll cut them.
character. That is such cool character.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'll cut them in half, and I'll put them along the back side over there underneath the movie theater. Along that wall over there, I'll put 3 or 4 of them together, so I'll have another 30 feet of wall space with the bowling alley set up like that, so we can set up our slot or whatever we want to use them as a pit box area. You can see what I did over there with the pit boxes. Oh, here's some future slot cars coming up. I don't know if you can
yeah.
see them.
Oh, look at that, Raul. He's got a tank.
I have a tank too.
Show your
I
tank.
love
Show
my
your tank.
tank.
I love that thing.
My tank? Which one? I have two of them.
Well, whichever one's a slot car.
Both slot cars.
Are they? Let's see them.
Let's see. Hold on.
Well, this one's still.
Hold on. Let me transition over. There you go. There you go.
Like this one is still being painted.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Right, it's from Warhammer, but
You gotta go a little bigger screen with that one for us.
it's running a Go chassis, like a Carrera Go chassis,
Nice.
and then the other one is I'll bring it over.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you had like what 4 or 5 cars on there, and those are
On
going
the
to be
track here?
yeah, and those will be the driver stations.
Yes, there's 8 driver stations along there. Not 4 or 5. I don't know what you're thinking about.
Definitely. Only 8, John. I mean, you've got an 18-wheeler rig barn. For those of you just joining, I think Chris can fit at least 2 18-wheelers in his barn. That's how big his barn is. Not Chris, sorry, John. Oh, and I just noticed that Jen left the light on. This driving me nuts. Hold on. Pajamas.
Got your other army tank?
Yeah, this is the other one.
Can I see the bottom of it?
You can't really tell because it's running. So it used to be an RC tank and it runs 2 worm gears back here,
Yep.
and I just reconnected it back to braids. Sorry, braid
Yep.
system here. So it's actually running 2 worm gears. And
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
the tracks actually move the tank then on that one.
yeah, this one is a fully.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, this is a proper track.
Well, you guys show us that one sometime. I like the idea of the RC. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, so these were like you buy them cheap off Amazon. They have
Yep.
a bunch of them, but they don't run like they're great. You can fire at each other and
Yep.
light up when you hit. And then
What?
decide to take it and convert it into a RC tank, into a collector tank, stock car tank. Sorry.
I like it. It goes around the track decent.
Yeah, it goes decent. If you put the voltage up too high, you'll just burn the worm, like you'll melt the worm gears.
Yep. Yep.
But I have new brass worm gears that I just brought in. I want to
Okay.
replace all the worm gears because this one right now it'll spin, but the worm gears are worn.
Yep.
I went full pop, 15 volts on it, and it went down the back straight really fast, and then that was it. so I burnt
How many volts?
15
15.
volts. I run my
yeah.
track really hot. I run 18.5.
Yep.
volts.
I like that though. I'm with you on that. I understand that.
Yeah, I just Joe knows. Joe's come
Yeah.
to my house, and he's the only person who has cracked my plastic track so far. But
Well, you're gonna have to show us more on your army tanks when you build stuff like that. That's part of your hobby.
it is, yeah.
I like seeing that. That's cool. All that different stuff. And same with the model cars. I see a lot of people doing that around here. The old school slot car clubs and stuff. They'll build cars like that too.
Yeah,
Nice.
I want to take these. I want to do it with these ones, like with
Is that
these TTO4s, TTO2s. These
that's
are
an RC car?
yeah, these are RC cars. This is right
Okay.
now it's got the rubber tires, but it's also a drift car as well. So
Yeah. Okay.
You want to do it so you can just pop out the chassis, put it on a slot car chassis, and then it could be RC and then slot car, or you want to just completely
yeah,
convert it?
so I believe that they sell the conversion kits for these for slot cars. They sell the actual chassis, and the bodies can pop off because these bodies just pop off like reverse slot bodies, and you can snap.
Oh yeah.
You can snap them onto the custom built, I guess, chassis that they build for these cars.
Mm-hmm.
That's
awesome.
neat.
That's super cool. John, we're coming. I want to welcome Doug and Mike for hopping on. Clearwater saying scratch builds are fun. Absolutely. Conquest Racing. Oh, Ryan's asking, what's Raul's YouTube channel? Raul, what's your YouTube channel?
Conquest Racing or Conquest. I think I changed it to Conquest now, not Racing anymore, just Conquest.
Just Conquest.
Yeah, it's
It's got the red dragon. You can't miss it.
Yeah, it's the red dragon on it.
Put it in the comments. People. So John is. I don't know if I don't want to.
Well, I got a jet, guys. Sorry, I know I told you.
Yeah,
Joe,
don't you have? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because we're getting to that hour.
I have to head to a tournament or like a
You going to a tournament?
well, a Warhammer thing that I'm doing right now. So I'm
That's
off
awesome, dude.
the hobby shop.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I'll talk to you guys later. It was really
All
cool.
right, brother.
Seeing your track, dude.
Yeah, we're
Thanks.
wrapping it up soon, and it's been an hour, so I appreciate that.
Yeah. So I'll catch you guys later.
All right, bro.
I'm just gonna drop this in the chat here, if I can.
On the comments. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to do it on the thing. We changed our subscription level, so Raul doesn't have control anymore. No, it wasn't on purpose.
Okay, so I'll put it in the private chat.
Yeah, and then I'll put it. Yeah, thanks.
You can drop it wherever you want.
Okay, drop it there, and I'll post it. Yeah, John, I don't want to put you on the spot, but before we go, are you able to show us your Carrera track?
That's a mess.
Okay,
I'll walk in. I'll show it to you. I'm working on everything. I got generators I'm working on for the barn in here. That's a generator.
I don't want to put you on the spot,
wheel.
but you know.
You're okay. Hold on. You're going to look at the ground for a minute. Sorry.
All right.
I could show you. You guys could see the dogs if you wanted to.
Thank you, brother.
See you, Raul.
Bye, guys.
All right, here we go.
Okay, he got it. Good job. So let's go here.
This is smaller. I had a bigger one in here too earlier. I took it down and made it a little more simple for testing for the race we were doing.
There you
go. The hobby's gotten bad.
Oh yeah. So what are you up to now? I mean, you only been in
don't count.
Years?
Never count. That's what they tell you. Don't count. So I had a 2-layer track before, and I took it down and I made this a little simpler because of the race we were coming up to, and I wanted to just get some good practice laps and stuff on it. That's why I went this route. It's a nice little track though. It's fun. I just I got the Carrera, I got the digital, I got the analog. So I put this up so we could, when we're running analog, we got a track timer on it.
Nice.
And then I use Smart Race when we're doing digital, or I put my phone up if I want to use the phone with the Smart Race too. And we're running silicones on this track.
Nice. You got the text loud box like we
yes. Did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great piece of equipment there. So what's your favorite? So what's your favorite Carrera car at this point?
Honestly, this has been my. I don't drive it. I just love the looks of it. The KTM X.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't drive it much because I like it. You know, it's one of those things. But for fun though, I'm surprised these new NASCARs are pretty good.
Yeah.
Those are running really good. They're running really good on the track. A little top heavy, but they're fast out of the box. There's no engine problem with it or anything. They take off really, really good.
Yeah.
As far as digital, I enjoy it. It's digital a lot. It's a lot of fun racing. You'll always see me with the digital track. That's what I started on. So, and I'll stay with it. Now here you got one of the Flexies where we put the silicone on the tires. There we go.
Nice. That's got to be like stupid fast.
That's stupid fast. They are. Those Flexies get so fast. And they're almost too fast. You can't see the car. You got to be careful.
It's like running a HO or something.
Got some dragsters getting ready someday when I get my drag strip up there to play around with.
Oh, man.
And then I got some old school. I got some 143rd tracks and stuff. I'll get those set up eventually too. Try to. Some old school stuff there.
That is old school. I've never seen them with the Go.
These are kind of neat. Yeah, these are the Carrera Goes and a little different. Them are. Let's see. This one's really neat. This one here. See this one?
Oh, look at that. Oh, because of the rally. Nice.
Yeah.
But still,
Yep. I'd never seen them. It came with the track, the loop track. That one came with. I'll get them
wow.
out eventually. The other ones.
Yeah, I've never seen the jump. The
A
jump.
neat car though they are.
Yeah, that's really cool. I only saw those. I've only seen those in like this, like the flies in the Avant slots where they go up and down.
Yeah. Yep. I had never seen them either, and I thought that was that's really cool, I think.
For sure. Oh my
They
goodness.
got a heck of a magnet on those things, though, I'll tell you what. Because they do
Oh
the
yeah.
loop de loops.
Oh
They
yeah,
just
for
stick
sure.
like, I mean, they stick. You can't even hardly get them to move. They stick so good. I
Yeah.
thought those were really neat. I don't even remember where I got the set from. I think I got it from one of my friends, one of the slot car friends. And then eventually I'll have this set up. I'll have that set up in one of the spots up there for the Love's truck setup for the HO size. I'll have an HO track out there too.
Well, yeah. You with that
Oh,
size, you can have like the whole
yeah.
history of slot cars.
Here's another one of the drop ones.
Those are really cool. I've never seen those before.
I got the whole track and everything for it. Those are neat. And here's another. Here's one of the old school drop arm ones. These ones are. See that one? They do wheelies with them and stuff.
Oh wow, that is fantastic. And that's Carrera? No, that's not Carrera.
No, that's not Cura. That's a classic chassis. That's an old school chassis one.
Okay, okay.
I don't know when it was built. An older one. I got another red one here. I don't remember where I got some of them. Old ones.
Has anybody? I gotta check the comments. I don't think.
Everybody's got to have Batman.
Oh, is that the Scale Electric one or is that a new?
Yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah, I might get that one. That's my bad one.
I like that one a lot. It goes pretty good on the wood track, but I had to put silicones on it. I put the stock tires on it. It wouldn't go. Wouldn't
There's
go
no
anywhere.
question. There's no question. When you go silicone, you're at that that higher level. You know what I mean?
Quick flicks, you never go back. We gotta give them a hard time.
Yeah. So
Some of the
Douglas is
HO stuff.
asking. Douglas is asking if you were running if you're running the Flexies with a digital chip.
No, I have not. I haven't really done much in the flexi end of it yet.
Okay.
Just what the guys are bringing up. Um, Not a bad idea to try it on a digital chip, though. That sounds like fun. But we'd have to put some. It'd be a heck of a racetrack to get that thing running
I
out
think
there
you'd
like that.
switch lanes and that thing would fly right off.
Yeah, I
But
mean they're talking my track on Revo slots, which are pretty quick out here. My track likes about 90 grams of weight. It seems like 90 to 110, because it's such a fast track. So the Revo slots, when you get out here, the Revo slots run about 5.5, 6 seconds around the lane,
mhm.
and you put a flexi on, you can get it down to 3 seconds.
All right, that's
If
crazy.
that gives you an idea how fast they are. I
There
can't.
was there was just two things on your table that I noticed, and then you walked out, and I feel
Yep,
bad.
that's all
Um,
right. What is it?
you had those. There was like a station. Do you have like a tire station or a weigh station?
I see what you're talking to. Walk you
Yeah,
back in.
it's got
Sorry,
like an
guys. Get
orange.
you a little dizzy. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
All right, so you're looking at, oh yeah, my tire cleaning station. Yeah,
Oh,
so I
that's
got a
what.
couple
Okay,
things going on here. Yeah, good eye. So this is the Biachi one, whatever you say.
okay,
That's that one there is. And
okay.
this one here, because I'm doing digital cars, I just took a digital car piece because I wanted to clean my digital tires the same way. I just took a piece of track. I had extra digital setups, and I just put the tape on it with some cloth on it, spray it, and clean it, and then I clean the digital tires the same way as you do analog tires.
Oh, yeah, you mean the silicones? Yeah,
Yeah, yep.
yeah. So
And
the
that one
silicone.
there, that's a track. That's just a run-in machine, basically.
Oh, it just runs it in.
Just
Okay,
yep, runs the car and runs your motor and runs your tires in nice. That's what that does. And then this is a mag. You've seen magnet marshals?
oh, that's what that is. Okay, that's what I was curious about because yeah, there you go.
Yep, that's a magnet marshal there.
And
That's a
then
nice mag. And then back here, you'll see those are the I haven't done any of this. I just got all this stuff too long ago. Um,
oh, they're
that's
set
all
up.
for
Yeah,
setup blocks for building chassis. Yep.
that's
And then you got
fantastic.
building drag strip chassis on that one, that long one.
You really like King Kong, eh? There's a lot of
Yeah, I don't know why. It just happened that way. Uh, they were cool looking. That's
Oh,
funny.
there's Marty. There's Marty hanging out with Ripple. I like that.
And then what else? That's about it for
Okay.
the track stuff.
No, that's cool.
Any other questions?
It's no, because Doug was saying, Fredo was saying he
See
has a
them?
66 Batmobile. He's good. That he enjoys. Doug saying he used his old, and I'll put this up here because I can't read. Used my old flexes on Carrera Analog. I think they were shutting off thermal overload on the track occasion using the stock controllers. Yeah, so Carrera, I believe it's if it's not, I think it's 8 amps. The Carrera CU will turn off at 8 amps. So if you're running a high motor,
Yes.
right? That's the only difference between
Yes.
let me transition back here. That's the only difference between running those emulator boxes, the switch boxes, to go to analog versus Jim Cunningham's actual switch to go true analog, where you can
His
run
is a
higher
true switch
power.
over.
Yeah, because there's
Yep.
chips in those boxes, right? And that's what people have to understand, that you cannot be running 2 cars on one lane is a no-no. That's a good way to burn out that chip, and then high powered motors are just not going to cut it for those emulators. And I think the Omni slot box and the Omni emulator box have fuses put in place for that, and that's what I like. So I think eventually I will modify the tech slot box to actually add a fuse, a 7.5 amp fuse in there, just to make sure. Actually, no, less, because the chips will burn out fat.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that's going to be an
That
easy
makes sense.
snip and solder. You buy those little adapters with the fuses. It's going to look ugly, but I mean, whatever. Not that I run high powered cars on my track. It's just I would like to put some Piranha motors in there, and eventually. But that's it. All right, John. Can we flip? Can we see you? Is it
Yeah.
possible? What's going on?
There it goes. Oh, I'm right in the light that way. Put back up over here. Let's try to get the light differences. There we go.
All right,
So here, I'll do you one thing. You guys want to see the dog in the track? Some people like it, some people don't. Might get a little loud though if you want. Let me flip you around.
what do you mean? What do you mean the dog?
This car,
Oh,
the only car she likes for this track. And
she's waiting. Your dog's
watch.
waiting.
See her
That's so
standing there?
cool.
Look at her. She's waiting for me. See her?
Get out of here.
She'll, she'll sit out here for an hour or two waiting for me until I come out and race the car around. Watch her.
That is awesome. That is fantastic.
Now, watch. I'll take
Well,
this car off. Nobody believes it. I'll take that car off there now. Watch, and I'll put the 55 Chevy on. Watch her. You see her?
yeah,
She's mad.
she's not interested.
Like, that's
She's
not the
not
car I
interested.
want, Dad. Nope. Nope.
She's
She's like, she's
that.
looking at the other car.
That is fantastic. That. Oh my goodness. And go back to the other
Stick
one.
this car on again. Go back to the other one time.
Where's Chris? Oh, Chris. She's having fun
Go
with
see the car. It's this car too. She likes the RC cars too.
it. Maybe it's the noise. Maybe it's the high pitched noise that she likes.
I thought that. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird.
These dogs have hunting in them, right? Like there's all some sort of genes,
Yeah.
especially the noise and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay,
That
that's enough. She's a trip. I gotta hide the car sometimes because she won't. She'll sit there. She'll sit there for the next hour. Goofball.
that is adorable. Doug saying he disassembled the power track. What's
Switch
going on?
around.
BRM Toyota. Everyone's saying it's hilarious. I disassembled an older version of the Analog Evolution, and it didn't have the thermal overload protection
Around.
resistor in the power track. Yeah, like Go does. Interesting. Yeah, Chris Fredo was just saying he was taking out his pups. He'd be right back. He's gonna get a kick out of that. I'm just gonna let him know he's gonna have to gonna have to rewind. You got to make a short about that. You got to do a. You have to make a YouTube short. Oh, did we lose him? No, he's there.
I don't know. Can you see me good there?
There you go.
How's that? Now it turned around. A stupid thing. Got a mind of its own. There we go.
Technology, eh? Oh no. Did we lose John? Can you hear us, John? John. No. No, we're right at the end. No, John, come back. John, come back. And we lost John. Okay. John, what's it? It's Blue Water. Oh, there he is. Okay. We got you back. We got you back.
Don't know why.
All right,
Lost
we
you there
got
for
you
a
back.
minute.
No, it was
Don't
just
wanna-
a little blip. Just a little blip. No problem. Crisis averted. Someone's asking what your YouTube. Sorry, no, Rerun Racers is asking what your YouTube is. It's Blue Water.
Blue Water Slot Car Racing.
Okay. Ron's got to go. It's breakfast time for him. He's up really early for us. Thanks, Ron, from So Fast. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate everybody. But I think we're gonna call it there. So out of this, so we went over your track. You got a barn, which is fantastic. You're up in Michigan. You got this analog track. You're doing the digital stuff, and you want to bring all this and have some guys over. This is fantastic. Harry's asking, where did the Blue Water come from?
Blue Water is St. Clair County Blue Water area. That's what it is from the lakes.
Okay. Right on. Sorry. I lost Raul's comment because he left, so all his comments disappeared. That's kind of weird. Okay. Rerun says thanks. I can also see the name of the channel. Appreciate it. So you've got all this stuff. What's your, I guess your end goal is to have this man warehouse up and running, ready for retirement. For you still got years. We're all a bunch of young guys here, addicted to plastic. But what was it exactly about 2 years ago when you picked up that controller and you ran? What caught that? What made you think you caught that bug? How did you catch that bug?
When I went out to Cloverleaf, I think did it mostly with the group. We were able to start with the guys just racing around a track, and then I think that started it all.
But is it the competitive nature? Is it the the
No.
calmness of what was it about a controller in a car?
I think it gets you away from everything else for one thing, and it's safer than motorcycles by far.
Okay.
So my wife on that my wife's real happy with that for the motorcycles. I sold the motorcycle when I got basically when I got the slot car track. I sold that, so that made her happy that way.
Okay.
And I like it's a getaway. I do some diving too. It's like going down and you get into the water, you're underwater, nothing else is there but you in the water. You're concentrating. It's like getting on a bike and I don't have headphones on or nothing when I ride motorcycles. I just listen to the road, listen to the bike. You just kind of get in with it. I think the same thing when you get into cars, either building them. I like building them. I like when I'm in time eventually.
Yeah.
I like building them. Like I'm the racing. I don't care if I win or lose. I just like being around, hanging out with everybody. A lot of good friends, good people. Met a lot of really good people. A lot of neat things, different careers people have had, and that's fun. Getting to know people. I'm a people person, so that don't bother me none.
Yeah. No, that's great. I just think that you guys have such a great, there's like the Ohio scene. There's the Michigan scene now. I mean, we're just trying to find different people around the world, and it's just, I'm not that I'm envious, but it's like, oh man, these guys have that community where, and I'm very appreciative. I'm so grateful that Jen gets to race, right, and I have someone to race with, right. But it's just, she'll never, or maybe one day she will, but she doesn't do the same thing. Like we can't talk about, I love building this car, or maybe
Yeah.
this gear ratio. I'm thinking about doing this gear ratio. She's staring at me like, what? I don't. She's like, just make it run.
Right.
I think
Right.
you guys. I think it's fantastic that you have this opportunity here, to really bring that joy of slot cars to other people, and I thank you for being an open person about that. And you're really close to Warren, so I'm sure we'll be able to meet up in the future,
Oh yeah.
when I go visit Warren. So
Yep.
that'd be,
And then eventually, like I said, when I retire, I'll take the time and I might bring some youth groups out and different things like that, or like they have a St. Clair County Skilled Trade Center up there. I might bring their automotive class down and let them race on it once a month or something, just to get them involved, see the tech part of it, how to build cars. There's a lot of issues that have correlated with the cranes. Even I was surprised all the electronics and stuff in the cranes are a lot similar to the cars now with the controller part of it. They're all the electronic parts the same, and no matter what you do, you know that with the
no,
servos and all that stuff's pretty cool to learn on that end of it. Um, so it goes into real life scenarios, even building scenery for artists, and the son's an artist, so he appreciates it when he can see, he don't race or nothing, but he's got his own business running, but um, he appreciates what he can see in the art of. I love seeing all the scenery guys do.
yeah.
It amazes me when they get that scenery to look so good, you know,
It's
amazes me.
yeah, it's that project's coming closer and closer as I see it. Again, I have to just fix my track, but the art, and I love seeing people's tracks. I love models in general, right? But
Yep.
scenery models, right?
Yep.
I can definitely relate with that, and that's for sure. Are you planning on doing a lot more scenery for your Carrera track, or
I was thinking I'm gonna do like up top of loft up there. If I put a small one up there or something, either an HO track or whatever, but I'll do some scenery on something because
uh,
I like to do some scenery. Like you said, it's always the art part of it. I like. That's
that's
the nice thing about this is you're not dedicated to just one part of racing. It's not just about racing. It doesn't have to be. It can be digital racing. It can be analog. It can be different sceneries. And then just going and meeting people, going from place to place is fun too. I could chase slot when I retire with that fifth wheel. I could chase slot car tracks around all over the United States if I wanted to, and just go from place to place, stay a couple weeks, and go to
yeah,
another place.
uh,
And
that's
because the
awesome,
people are
man.
that friendly. I mean, I've been out to Phaser Raceway down in Goshen, Indiana, and you hear the dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
She's like, get that car back on the track.
Well, you
uh,
well you made a fan. I go Rerun Racers. Ryan from Rerun says I'd really love to see that track. He's not
yeah,
far from you.
no, he's more than welcome anytime we run is
There you
absolutely.
go.
Yep, yep,
There you go. It's about
yep.
making community, and again, I think we're gonna wrap it up. It's already, we're pushing an hour and a half now. Um, this has been fantastic, and I can tell everybody from my experience. When you first contacted me, I was like, what's this message? And he's like, I'm like, how did you know I was going to the race? And I'm like, oh, okay. And then we just started chatting from there, and we were discussing the rules and whatnot. John is a fantastic human being, honestly, and I'm really glad we got to meet at the race and we got to compete together, which is always fun. Guys, I want to thank again, John. I want to thank you for joining. We're going to wrap it up now. Is there anything you want to close with? Anything you want to say
Oh,
besides
let's
go
say.
to your channel and support?
Well, yeah, you did that already for me, so I don't mind. I'm just out for the fun of it, and more people can come over and, like I said, it's a private track. But if people want to come over and race, I'm available. Time they come up and race. It's fun because there's not. It's hard to find tracks, especially big tracks now. Nobody has the opportunity to do it anymore. Um,
No, it's a
so, and the more we can expose the young people to it, you're going to have another generation coming in. I think that's what Oliver from Professor Motor is trying to do too. He's trying to promote another generation coming in,
yeah.
and that's, I think the digital draws more attention to that for these guys
I
because of
yeah.
all the differences that you can do with it, and what brings it into a more. I love the wood tracker. I wouldn't have bought that one obviously, and did that. And I also like the Carrera too, the digital end of it. I like the Scale Auto track we were racing on out there. That's a really nice track for running around.
Oh,
Um,
no, no, for sure. There's so many avenues, right? But I have to agree with you that the digital is where is going to bring people in, and then they can see the world open up, right? Of the different
yep,
different avenues. I don't think it's because, like we were talking about before, um, those commercial tracks. Just when those guys disappeared, the hobby kind of went underground, right?
Yes. Yep.
They were less commercially available. Rent was getting higher. Economic crashes, so those guys are having a hard time keeping the rent up. So those tracks ended up in pieces, and now they ended up like they're being revived by people like yourself, which I think is fantastic, right? We have to talk about that. We have to talk about that these commercial tracks are what used to bring people into the hobby.
Yep.
I mean, there's no other way. You wouldn't even know about it. You show up and like, oh, what's this? Oh, this is a track. This is a fun game. Let's do this. And then obviously, video games kind of made a layer there. So like slot cars are, not that slot cars are back, but slot cars are making a comeback.
Right.
I think that's what it is. And the digital, I think right now is the way to do it. You have
And
to entice these people.
and you got to entice them. And I've seen what nice thing about the digital is you can change. I lose you?
No, I'm here. You hear me?
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. They can change the track up. They don't get in a routine of just one track layout all the time. And
Yeah.
that to me is nice because I like change too. So that's why I say I'll have a digital track too, because I like to flip it around and do something different all the time. And I'll probably have a pretty good size one next to the wood one, so we can go race on that.
That's it.
But
That's it. Man. No, it's never endless, guys. Thank you so much for your kind comments. Yeah, Douglas is saying digital because you can have 6. Freighter, good morning from Vancouver Island. John, are the guys with the dog who gets excited over his favorite clicker? Yeah, who's that? Bryce. There you go. Good morning from Vancouver Island. John, the guys with the dog gets excited over his favorite slot car? Yes, exactly. This is exactly where we're ending it now. But
it is the BRM Toyota too. That's the one that he chases all the time.
Chris is back. Chris, you're gonna have to rewind, and you're gonna have to see the section of. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but you're gonna have to see the section with John's dog. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna put that out there as soon as because we're I'm trying to say the Italian goodbye here. I said goodbye like 10 times. We're gonna close off, but I was waiting. I'm glad you came back. You have to check out that section, that little segment that we just did. Rewind it a little bit. You'll see John's dog. You'll see. I don't want to spoil it. You'll see. I think you'll appreciate it, buddy. All right. So good, guys. Thank you so much for being here, John. Again, thank you so much for your time. Early morning, Saturday morning. Well, early for some of us. Early for me because I'm a late riser. But guys, have yourselves a great weekend. Be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Take
guys.
care.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much. Ciao.